Hey everyone, this is Carla R. Jenkins, and I'm coming to you on my personal Facebook page because, and this is totally unexpected, because I just got an email from a woman who does investments and business and finance. And it was a Black woman, and it was in regards to the Paycheck Protection Program and the economic injury disaster loans. So, for those who don't know, those are two uh, loans administered by the Small Business Administration, which originates small business loans from the federal government. It's part of the CARES Act. Now, most of you know the $1,200 stimulus check from the CARES Act, but if you were a business, these were two of the programs that were available. And I put the link in the title so that people can click on them. The reason why I'm talking is I was perturbed at the fact that the Paycheck Protection Program, the first round, was open April 3rd, along with the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. And then the money ran out on April the 16th. The second window reopened April 27th. Today's recording is June 27th, which is 2 months to the date after the first window opened. In addition to that, the PPP application window closes Tuesday, June 30th, 2020. So in 3 days, the PPP window closes. The reason why I'm talking about this is because um, there are a lot of reports saying that 90% of Black businesses Paycheck Protection Program loans. I know people who have received them, but it's the misinformation, the misdirection, and I feel an obligation that businesses, especially Black businesses, have to their email list. If you know the program existed over 2 months ago, why would you just email people the information 3 days before it closes? Now, I have my own email list, and I've been putting, as soon as that happened, I put information about the Paycheck Protection Program as well as the Economic Injury Disaster Loan in April. So people knew about that, and I kept telling people about it. I provided a list of Fundera, which were at the time updated list of the lenders for the first and second round of it. I would also follow up with them on my Carla's Corner, which would come out today, which is Saturday and Sunday. That's my weekend newsletter where it's a mass email blast going out to everybody about the PPP. And the reason why I brought that up is because the people on my list knew about the program for over 2 months. Moreover, I also introduced, I believe, last month about the Federal Reserve Board's Main Street lending program, where if you're a medium-sized business and you don't qualify for the Paycheck Protection Loan, that the Federal Reserve Board was going to do something regarding you and your business. So I just feel, as someone who's Black and having my own email list, it's imperative to provide timely and updated information, because there's been a lot of misdirection about people and statistics that are happening, and you really don't help the statistics when people only know about something 3 days before it closes. So I wanted to come on here and just talk about that, because I feel it was very important to let people know. As I mentioned before, I put a link to the Small Business Administration COVID relief options, which would include both the Paycheck Protection Program as well as the um, Economic Injury Disaster Loan program, which will still be operating after June 30th. So I wanted to just let people know that, but also just talk about how, if are on my page and you do have a list, please provide timely, updated information to people to help them regarding their businesses. So once again, as I mentioned before, my main issue with the person who sent the email, she's a Black business owner, is that she waited 2 months to the date to tell you about the Paycheck Protection Program. and the closing date for the application process is uh, June 30th, which is this Tuesday. And the economic injury disaster loan program is still available. I also, since I'm on here, I'll talk about the differences. So the paycheck protection loan is for payroll, and the economic injury is for operating and working capital. And there's two parts of the economic injury disaster loan. The first part is the cash advance, which is the grant, which you do not have to repay. The second part of it is the loan, which you do have to repay. It's a 30-year loan at 3.75% interest rate. You have to start paying the loan 12 months after you sign the promissory note. So say you sign it today, which is June 27th, you won't have to start payments until June 27, 2021. With the Paycheck Protection Program, courtesy of the Flexibility Act, you now have 5 years to repay it. It's a 1% loan and you do get forgiveness. However, if you receive both the Paycheck Protection Program as well as the EIDL loan, if you get the cash grant, it subtracts from your Paycheck Protection Program forgiveness amount. So that is in the form. And I do want to bring that up just in case people are getting information at the end. I still want to be a good steward of information and make sure that people have the information available before they, go into it or apply for anything. But as I mentioned, for the paycheck protection as well as EIDL, the link is in the description from the SBA.gov. However, I also just wanted to do this. As the title says, if you have a business email list, please send real-time business info. Don't send stuff that's a week out or 3 days out. That really puts businesses, particularly Black businesses, at a disadvantage to get all of your paperwork and all of the documents necessary to apply and to get timely information and benefits and money that we need to keep our businesses afloat. So once again, this is Carla R. Jenkins. Thanks for all live and replay viewers for taking out the time to watch it. And as always, you can subscribe to my email, which is Carla's Correspondence at carlarjenkins.com/mailing list. I would like to thank all live and replay viewers for taking out the time to watch this broadcast. And I'll see everybody in the next live stream video. Have a wonderful Saturday.